Please do leave some feedback below in the comment section again, and please do share around the video. It'll be deeply appreciated. Okay, so whether or not you guys have gone through any of my FPS guides before or anything like that, what we're going to be doing is starting off from the beginning, and this is going to be purely on Windows based optimizations. Now for you guys who might have already been following my content, if you guys have seen any of my FPS guides, please do follow along with this as well. You'll see a lot of the similar steps inside of this video, but there will be some advanced ones in there to ensure that you're getting the best performance possible. And for everyone who's new here, if you guys want to go ahead and also go into the description below for later on, I've also got a guide to increase your internet speed and make sure that your network speed is running as fast as possible on side of your PC as well, which I do recommend watching at the end of this video. Right, so starting off, what we're going to be doing is going into the bottom left, pressing the Windows button and typing in %appdata %. Once we've typed in that, we're going to be pressing the enter key, and we're going to go into the app data folder found here at the top. We're going to go into local, scroll all the way down until you see a folder called TEMP. Double click inside of there. Now what we're going to be doing inside of this folder is we're going to be highlighting and dragging all files and folders from the top to the bottom, and then we're going to right click once they're all highlighted and press delete. It's going to tell you that the action cannot be completed for all files, and if it says this, just hit do this for all current items and hit skip. It might ask you to do that again, hit do this for all current items and hit skip until you're given this screen. Now 99% of the time you're not going to be able to delete every file and folder inside of it. You're more than likely going to be left with a couple of files and folders, but that's completely fine. As long as the majority is gone, that's fantastic. This basically removes all temporary files within inside of your PC that your PC no longer uses and just takes up excess space from files that haven't been used for potentially years depending on when you last reinstalled Windows. It's always fantastic to know how much space has actually been removed out of this folder, because I get rumors from people around about 60 to 70 gigabytes. Some people it's only a couple hundred megabytes, but it's always fantastic to hear, so please do let me know in the comments below. Now once we're done with that, what we can do is we can just exit out. Another thing what we're going to be doing is going into the bottom left, typing in run, press enter. You'll be given a tab that just looks like this. Inside of here, what we're going to do is type in prefetch. Press OK, and you'll be given another folder. Yours is more than likely going to have more files and folders in it than I do. And just like we did with the temp folder, we're going to highlight everything inside of here, right click and delete. If it tells you it can't delete any items inside of here, hit the skip option just like you did before, and we can now exit out of there. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be disabling excess services within inside of Windows. To do this, go to the bottom left, type in services, and press enter. You'll be given a tab that just looks like this. Now inside of here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be scrolling all the way down, it's in alphabetical order, to the S section, and we're going to be looking for a service called Superfetch. Here it is, and for me it's disabled. We're going to be right clicking on Superfetch, going to properties, set the startup type to disabled, and if the service is running, which it more than likely will be, press the stop button, wait for the service to stop. And once you're given these options here and you've got disabled and stopped selected, press apply and then hit OK. Once you guys have disabled the Superfetch service, scroll all the way down. Now if you're running Windows 10, we're going to be disabling all of the Xbox Live services found here, just like we did before. Right click on the service, go to properties, startup type disabled, service status stopped, apply, and then OK. We're going to be doing that for network service, game save, auth manager. Monitoring will not be allowed to be turned off. Windows will not allow it, so that's completely fine. So you can skip out monitoring, and Xbox accessory management. Once you guys have done that, they should all say startup type disabled, and they should not be running. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be scrolling up until we find this service found here, which is called DM push SVC. Once you find this service, right click and also disable this service by startup type disable and stopping it, pressing apply and OK. Another good service to disable if you don't actually use fax because it's 2017, right click on the fax service and also disable, and if the service is running, stop it, press apply and then press OK. Okay, so once you're then done disabling all of those services, you can just exit out of the services tab. Now what we're going to be doing is cleaning up our PC using msconfig. Go into the bottom left, type in msconfig. You'll be given a tab that looks like this. We're going to be going with a selective startup. We're going to be loading system services and load startup items. Make sure those are selected. And we're going to be going over to the boot option at the top. Inside of here, we're going to be clicking our C drive or wherever our version of Windows is installed to. We're going to be highlighting that and going to the advanced options. Inside of here, we're going to be checking the number of processors. We're going to go into the drop down menu and select the highest number there. Make sure you also use your scroll wheel to ensure that you don't have any more processors. For me, the amount of cores my PC has is 6, so my max number is 6. You guys might have more, you guys might have less, but just ensure that you guys have selected the highest number there. Once you guys have got that highlighted, we're going to be pressing OK. I also like to select the no GUI boot option, and I also like to set my timeout to 3 seconds. It's usually around about 30. Now inside of here, your results may vary using list options. So if anything doesn't feel quite right, just come back inside of here, unselect no GUI, and put the timer back to 30. You can just do the reverse of the steps I just showed you. But for me, these are the options that work best, and I do recommend giving them a go. Once you guys are done with that, press the apply button. Go to the services tab found here at the top. We're going to be hitting hide all Microsoft services. Now inside of here, depending on how long you've had your version of Windows installed for, you're either going to have a lot or a little amount of services inside of here. Well, I want you guys to go ahead and disable services that are unnecessary inside of here. Like for me, the Skype updater service, I no longer use Skype, or I don't even use it enough for me to care about this running in the background. So what you do is you just uncheck any services that you don't want running. Origin Web Helper service, I never use that, so I personally have that unchecked. And the rest of them inside of here for me look relatively decent. The Arc one here I'm going to disable as well. Now if you guys aren't sure about turning anything off in here, you're not sure whether or not you use anything, it's best to just leave this alone. But if you guys know if you don't use any programs anymore, make sure that you uncheck the services from it. Again, you don't want anything unnecessary running on your PC. Then once that's done, press the apply button, press OK, and then it's going to tell you that the PC must be restarted for these changes to apply. We're not going to be restarting yet, so we're going to do exit without restart. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is going in and sorting out the Windows settings. So going to the bottom left, hit the little settings cog found here. You're going to be given this tab here. Now inside of here, what we're going to be doing is pretty much turning off every unnecessary Windows option and setting that is running in the background. And this will increase performance drastically, especially for you guys running on lower and mid-range PCs. So we're going to start off by going into the system option found here at the top left. We're going to be going inside notifications and actions. Now inside of here, all of these switches, we're going to be switching to the off position. Get notifications from apps and other seeders, off. All of these are left off, just copy these. Get tips, tricks and suggestions on Windows, off, and these should not be able to be changed. If they're grayed out, that's perfect. Inside of the power and sleep options, you guys can set these to whatever you want. I personally have them both set to never. Once you're done turning off these options found inside of here, go up to the top left and hit the home button. Then we can skip out both devices and network and internet, and we can go into the personalization tab. Inside of here, I recommend setting your background to a solid color rather than a picture. This ensures that you just have a much more snappy experience inside of Windows. It's not a drastic increase, but when you add up little increases like this, they do make a big difference. So I personally just stick with one of these colors here. I personally go for this bluish looking, lilac looking color. Once you're done setting the background, press the home button again and go into the apps folder. Now once you guys are inside of the apps folder, I recommend going down this list and uninstalling anything that you no longer use and or want. So for instance, A3 launcher here, I no longer use this, so I'm going to be uninstalling it, and I'm going to be freeing up 50 megabytes just by doing this. I also recommend removing any excess Windows/Microsoft Corporation apps that are pre-installed in your PC. So go in here again, even if it's a Microsoft Corporation one and you know you're not going to be using it, just feel free to uninstall it. For instance, I don't use Arc anymore, so I'm also going to be going ahead and uninstalling that. And feel free to remove any old printers, any old phone software, and for products and stuff that you no longer even use, and just make sure that all of that stuff is removed off your PC, as there's no reason for it to be on there anymore. Once you guys are done removing any excess programs, apps, or features, I want you guys to go ahead and go to the offline maps section found here on the left hand side. Once you're inside of here, I recommend pressing delete all maps and deleting any pre-downloaded maps that might be inside of your Windows location. Media connections are going to be turning off, map updates are also going to be turning off, and that's us done inside of the apps and features folder. Now once we're done inside of there, we're going to be going into our gaming options. Go inside of gaming, go to the game bar. I'm going to be turning all of this off, so this